This replay, sent to the channel by a subscriber, at first glance has a regular bronze bomber with the usual cheat pack. You know, the Wallhacks and aimbot combo. But as the match unfolds, right before the end, they bust out a very rare type of cheat not often seen. Some may think it's desync, but I'll demonstrate why it's definitely not a desync issue, but an insidious hack. Appears to be aware of this player. There was no shooting or line of sight from this position. This match took place on the EU server and is in a normal FPP squad lobby. This is a level 10 bronze account that has played just 3 matches. All 3 matches were played alongside the same buddies shown here. They too are bronze bomber accounts. One is level 14 bronze, the other level 487 bronze. This is now what is typically found at times on the EU lobbies, matches filled with these suspicious low-level accounts. They are sarcastically referred to as bronze bombers. Not all are cheating, but many seem to play with a high experience and skill level. The theory is that many of these are the result of permabans, and these accounts are the new account of a cheater starting over. This certainly seems to be the case with this guy. Have you noticed an increase in these types of bronze bomber accounts in your matches? Let me know in the comments what your recent experience has been like. Skipping forward, the cheater camped out for a bit here, which was boring, but now goes on the offense. This feature is awkwardly implemented in the game. I wish it was better and less clunky. It's no wonder I hardly see anybody using it. It's too slow, and you are totally exposed while doing it. Now they are in the perfect spot to take advantage of their cheat software. Lines up enemy through boxes before visual confirmation. Wallhack aims at unseen player on a parachute above them in the distance. Wallhack aims and shoots at unseen player hidden behind the rocks. Eagle Eyes picks out enemy player out of nowhere the instant they are visible. This cheater is really stupid. Did you see it? hit registration happened outside of the building. A better example happens later in the game. Why isn't this the classic desync, which does look similar? Number one, there was never line of sight. That window is boarded up. There's no way to shoot anybody there. Number two, the server recorded the hit registration as being outside of the building. The player wasn't even outside of the building. In a desync situation, there's a misalignment between clients on players' positions. The PUBG server makes a judgment call, normally favoring the client with the most latent connection. The hit registration is then confirmed by the server to all clients. The misalignment can be seen in the replay, where the replay logs player positions locally, but hit registration comes from the server. In this case, though, the enemy player was never at the position where the server recorded the hit, outside of the building. The enemy player was shot at a location they never were at. I believe this is a hitbox manipulation hack. The cheater's client hijacks the enemy hitbox location, modifies it, fires at that position, and the client sends all this to the PUBG server. The PUBG server then has to balance this information with the other client's data. One is telling them that the player's hitbox is outside the building, the other is saying they are inside of the building. The server uses the info it's told from the most latent connection and discards the good info from the least laggy connection. Damage is confirmed and all clients get updated, and the non-cheating enemy player suffers damage. I think this wouldn't be a thing if the PUBG server simply used the data from the least latent connection as the correct source data. If I'm right, the hack requires a high latency connection to work. If PUBG did this, it would also severely punish those using VPNs to change region. Do you like seeing cheaters getting exposed like this? If so, please give the video a like to help it trend on YouTube. If you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. This way you'll be alerted to new content exposing cheaters on the channel. By watching my videos, you'll become more aware of the various dirty cheats that are being used to gain an unfair advantage. This is also very interesting. The wall hacks that this guy is using aren't able to see through smoke. I think this is genuine. They aren't faking it. Smoke is blocking their hack. I think smoke has the fog of war effect on it. Some hacks can get around it. This account hasn't been banned either. It's still active. This match happened about 5 days ago. Now we have a 1 versus 1 situation. They're doing the hitbox manipulation again. This time around, it's much more obvious. Let's look from another angle. This is a type of hack. The enemy player was never on top of the boxes.